What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. Okay, so, man, something happened in New Jersey that we need to talk about. Um, for about 2 weeks now, people from New Jersey and other parts of the country have been reporting drone activity. Why do we say they're drones? Because let me show you a clip of one of these drones. Here it is.
This is a video of the Morris County drones with characteristic triangle lights on the back or underneath.
Yeah, so those have multicolored lights and they're blinking. So they do seem to be drones. But as I told you in the past video, George Knapp seems to think these mimic our technology. He doesn't think they're drones, he thinks they're UAP. But there's also a report that I wasn't expecting from NBC News. They claim that the FBI has been investigating these sightings for a while now. And they had this report that is pretty mind bending. And I have a friend in New York, uh, besides Christian, he's another journalist. His name is Will Gallison. You guys know him. He's been on that UFO podcast talking about the mummies. I have constant communication with him, and I just asked him about this, and he investigated. He says they're like reporting them as car-sized drones, but it's weird because they say that they stay up there for hours and hours and hours, and there are no commercial drones that stay there for as long as they do. And you also need a permit from the FAA to not just buy one, but just keep one with you. You need a permit. I do know that if you print one, that is different. But let me show you this from NBC News. Here it is.
FBI is now getting involved in an investigation into these mysterious, apparently small car-sized drones that people are spotting flying over New Jersey in the middle of the night. Look at this. One woman there took the video you're seeing. So that's it. It looks like it's flying pretty low. And from that perspective, it looks very large, right? And all those lights in the sky that you see there, see those lights? Those are apparently drones as well, they say, seeming to fly in a V formation, with the whole saga stressing people out nearby.
We're all completely unnerved. I didn't sleep last night. When I would get up and look out my window at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., they were still hovering. I got up at 5:30 this morning and they were still there. As the sun was starting to rise, they went back in the same direction they came from. And I expect they'll be back as soon as the sun goes down tonight.
Let's bring in Tom Winter. What's up with the mysterious drones, Tom?
Right, Allie. Well, not to go all Scully and Mulder on us here.
Do it.
Law enforcement is concerned about this. They have put out a statement, the local sheriff's office and local prosecutor's office in Morris County. So Morris County, New Jersey, pretty much the kind of the center of where this activity has been occurring, along with Somerset County. So they're about an hour-ish west of here. Don't throw things at your screen. I know that it could be double that amount of time given traffic, but just to give folks a sense of where we are in referring to New York City. As far as the size of them, multiple eyewitnesses have reported, and obviously we've seen the video here, you've just pointed it out, the size of these, it's not quite clear to law enforcement that they are car-sized at this point, but they do not appear to be kind of the homemade type that would fit on a desk. Whether or not they're the kind that would fit in a garage, well, that's going to be a bigger question. They really want the evidence here, Hallie. They want to be able to get their hands on this or know where they are flying from in an effort to try to figure out, okay, who's doing this, what are they about, and what are they specifically looking at? But officials in New Jersey stress, look, there's no indication at this point that they're a threat to the public. We'd certainly like to know what's going on, and they are encouraging people to call these in.
Why would the FBI be getting involved in this here?
A great question. So the airspace is the FBI's domain. So when the FAA sees something that is a potential violation of federal law as it pertains to the skies, that's a time where the FBI would get involved. And certainly if we're talking about multiple counties and we're talking about something that could have come from outside of New Jersey, perhaps from Pennsylvania, perhaps from New York State or the water, they want to have the ability to kind of expand this investigation. And I spoke to them just before speaking with you tonight, and they are looking for people to give them some tips and to kind of coordinate the response to this. Also figure out what are they actually looking at. There are a couple of military sites in the area, but it's not clear yet that that's necessarily the focus of what these drones are about. But they're definitely keeping an eye on the situation. You know, there have been a number of reports of these unidentified aerial phenomena, Hallie, across the country and on the West Coast. So, that, you know, the government is concerned about this.
We really don't have any clues? Because right now it feels like this is so bizarre. The TLDR is like large drones fly over towns all night in the middle of the night and nobody knows where they're from. Like that's really, we really don't have any little like signals. Maybe it's so-and-so or whatever company or something.
I am not holding anything back from you. Nobody has whispered anything from me. I am promising you. And by the way, the Morris County Airport that's closest to all this, close to Bedminster, New Jersey, where Donald Trump's golf course is, where he is often, you know, Hallie, from experience covering the Trump administration, that they are certainly aware of potential aerial threats. This is an important airport. It's close to New York City. So it's not as if they're watching these drones kind of fly off into the night and just saying, oh, well, maybe we'll call somebody someday. Like, this area is familiar with it. The New Jersey.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
So the FBI is involved in drones. As this was happening, and just so you guys know, this is a global phenomenon. Whether it's drones or whatever it is, I got a message from a fisherman from Ensenada. His name is Gilberto Mendívil. I went to interview him when Ida Cuellar visited me here. And we talked to him about the sightings he's had. He talked to us about a sighting he had about a massive light that was just there for a while, and then it went right in the water. And he just contacted me as I was looking at this footage of these drones. And he told me that they've been having activity, really, really big activity over the last 48 hours. They've been seeing lights. He even recorded one. Here it is. So Gilberto told me, you see at the very end how it kind of moves away from the frame? That was really fast. That is different from the drones in New Jersey. This one was just an orb, as it has been reported for a long time now this year. But he did tell me that he's going to stay there for another 2 days. And whatever activity he sees, he's going to try and record it. And he's going to send me whatever he gets to record or take pictures of. So I will keep you guys posted on that. But he goes to Guadalupe Island constantly. And he told me that this is the most activity he's seen since he's been going there for years. So what's happening? Why is there so much activity right now all around the world? Because it's the UK, it's the US. We got Guadalupe Island, which is off the coast of Ensenada. We got activity near the volcanoes in Mexico. We got activity near the beaches in Mexico. There's reported activity in Moscow too. Other parts of Europe, not just the UK. If these are drones, that's a lot of drones happening all over the world. I got some news too that Japan is going through some kind of a flap, a lot of activity going on there. So what do you think is going on? What is happening? Are these really drones, or is this something else? I am so curious to hear your thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon. And if you want to support the channel in any other way, there are a bunch of links in the description. You can take your pick. But I just had to report on this with you guys. So you guys let me know, what do you think? What is this? What's happening? Why is there so much activity now? I'll leave you guys until tomorrow's video, but let me know. Thank you for the support. Bye.